All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving headfirst into a truly monumental autobiography, Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run. And let me tell you, this is so much more than a book about rock and roll. It's really a profound look at how our deepest wounds can actually forge our greatest strengths. This quote right here, it just sets the tone, doesn't it? It's that kind of raw, unflinching honesty that runs through the whole book. This isn't just another rock memoir. No, it's a deep, deep exploration of family, identity, and that relentless drive to escape your own skin. It's a true masterclass in authentic storytelling.
Okay, so to really get a handle on the power of this book, let's break down what it's really all about.
So the book, obviously, is Born to Run by the man himself, Bruce Springsteen. It's an autobiography, and it charts his journey from being a working-class kid in Freehold, New Jersey, all the way to becoming a global icon. But here's the thing. Its appeal goes way beyond just his fans. It really speaks to leaders, to artists, to, well, pretty much anyone trying to make sense of their own story.
And that brings us to the main idea, the real heart of the book. It's all about how embracing the vulnerabilities and, the scars of our past can actually be transformed. They become the very stories that give us our strength and, maybe most importantly, connect us to other people.
All right, so how does he build this idea? Well, let's look at 5 absolutely crucial quotes from the book. This is the journey in his own words. Okay, quote number 1. This is that lightning bolt moment. That moment of pure revelation. For a young Bruce, seeing Elvis on TV, man, it wasn't just entertainment. It was like the world cracked open. It was the sudden appearance of a door to a completely different universe, a path to a whole new life.
And what does this tell us? It's a perfect example of how one single spark of inspiration can just completely shatter the boundaries of your world. It's a great reminder for all of us, right? To actively seek out those mentors, those moments that show you what's truly possible.
Now this next quote, wow. Here, Bruce is confronting the complicated, kind of intimidating world of his father, the local bar. He calls it his father's public sanctuary, and he describes it as this place of both fear and fascination, a land of frightening giants where he, as a boy, just felt like a total intruder.
And this is so profound because it shows how our childhood wounds, our earliest experiences with family and authority, they literally create the emotional landscape we live in as adults. The big takeaway? If you really want to understand your present, you have to be willing to go back and understand your origin story.
This next one is it's such a powerful line. I didn't want to meet the Beatles, I wanted to be the Beatles. See, that's not just fan admiration, that is the crystallization of a life's ambition. He didn't just want to be near the magic, he wanted to become the magic, to be the engine of it himself.
And what's so cool about this is how it totally reframes the idea of ambition. It's not about envy, it's not about just copying someone. It's about taking that admiration you have for others and turning it into aspiration, into action for yourself. It's a blueprint for self-creation.
Okay, moving on. This quote reveals a really hard-won piece of wisdom. He realized that we all need a little of our madness, that embracing our imperfections, our passions, even our darker sides, that's part of being a whole person. If you try to live by sobriety alone, well, you're just setting yourself up for failure.
And this is so key. The insight here is that our flaws and passions aren't just incidental things we should hide. No, they're essential to our humanity. So the application for us is to find healthy outlets for that madness, that wild energy that makes you uniquely you. And that brings us to the last quote, which just brings this whole journey full circle. It's so powerful. It's not about ignoring the pain of the past. It's about refusing to let the most troubling parts of our relationships be the final word. It's a path to healing and to defining your own legacy.
So what's the big idea here? It's that we have the power to rewrite our family's narrative. We can choose. We can turn those inherited ghosts that haunt us into ancestors who actually guide us. It's an incredible shift in perspective.
Okay, so we've gone through the journey. Let's distill all of this down to the final lesson. What's the one core takeaway from all this about the power of vulnerability? At its heart, the book really gives us a kind of 4-step roadmap for turning scars into stories. Step 1, acknowledge your past. Just look at it. No judgment. Step 2, find the story inside the struggle. What's the narrative? 3, share that authentic narrative. This takes courage. And finally, step 4, build connection through that honesty. That's where the magic happens.
All right, so after all that, what's the final verdict? let's get into an honest evaluation of the book.
Okay, on the strength side, this book is an absolute masterpiece of raw honesty. The writing is just beautiful, it's lyrical, and the themes of identity and family totally universal. Now, for the weaknesses, look, this is not a light read. It can be dense, it's sprawling, and its length might be a little daunting if you're a casual reader. It definitely asks for your commitment.
So with all that in mind, for its profound, just soul-bearing honesty and its incredible, masterful storytelling, we're giving Born to Run a final grade of 8.4 out of 10.
Now, if this whole story of artistic struggle, of family, of forging an identity, if that really resonated with you and you want to continue that journey, we've got 2 more books for you.
First up, you've got to check out Just Kids by Patti Smith. It is a lyrical, beautiful memoir about becoming an artist in New York City. And second, there's Chronicles, Volume 1 by Bob Dylan. It's a much more nonlinear, kind of mysterious look at that intersection between personal identity and American culture. Both are just fantastic explorations of turning a life into art.
So, we're going to leave you with this one question to think about, inspired by Springsteen's journey. How can you turn your own scars into the stories that define your strength? How can those unique experiences, even the really painful ones, become your greatest assets?
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you found this useful, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot more explainers coming that will change how you think. We'll see you next time.